I had been preparing for this for weeks. Quietly, carefully, with excitement and nerves I could never quite shake. David's birthday was coming, and this year, I wanted to give him more than a gift. I wanted to give him something that would remind him of who he is to me, to us. Cherished, irreplaceable, and loved beyond measure. David, my husband, had always been the steady heart of our home. At 40, he carried himself with calm strength, but I could see the toll that years of responsibility had taken. The faint lines around his eyes, the heaviness at his shoulders, the way his laughter came less freely than before. It all whispered a man who gave so much and asked for so little in return. This birthday had to be different. The preparation became my secret mission. I planned every detail. The glow of the candles, the music that would softly hum in the background, the gift that carried meaning far deeper than anything bought from a store. I wanted the moment to surround him, to fill him with a love so undeniable that he couldn't brush it aside. When the evening finally came, I stood in the softly lit room, smoothing my dress with trembling hands. Candles flickered, shadows danced across the walls, and the music, our music, played quietly, weaving warmth into the air. My heart raced with every tick of the clock. Then I heard it. The creak of the front door, the familiar rhythm of his steps. My breath caught. He was home. When David walked into the room, his face shifted, confusion, curiosity, then something gentler. His eyes traveled from the candles to the carefully wrapped box on the table, then finally to me. "What's all this?" he asked softly, his voice touched with wonder. I stepped closer. "It's your birthday, David. But tonight isn't just about that. Tonight is about us." He hesitated, then reached for the box, unwrapping it with a care that mirrored his character. When he lifted the lid and saw the scrapbook, his expression changed completely. Page by page, memory by memory, he relived our story, our first trip, the flower I had once tucked behind his ear, the ticket stubs and photographs that told the tale of us. I watched his lips tremble, his eyes glisten, his heart opening with every turn of the page. Finally, he reached the last page. There, in my handwriting, were the words I had struggled to keep steady. Asterisk, every day with you is a gift. Happy birthday, my love. Here's to us, and all the moments still ahead. Asterisk. His breath caught, and for a moment he couldn't speak. He closed the scrapbook gently, set it down, and looked at me with eyes shimmering with tears. "Emily, I don't even know what to say." "You don't need to," I whispered. "You just need to know this is all for you." He pulled me into his arms, holding me with a tenderness that made my chest ache. "I feel seen," he murmured into my hair. "I feel loved in a way I didn't know I needed." But what he didn't know, what I had kept hidden, was that the scrapbook wasn't the only surprise. When he finally drew back, still holding me close, I reached for the book again and slipped a small envelope from between its pages. I pressed it into his hand. "There's one more gift," I said softly. Curiosity flickered in his eyes as he opened it. Inside was a handwritten letter and 2 folded tickets. His hand shook slightly as he unfolded the letter and began to read. "Asterisk, David, you've given me a lifetime of strength, love, and laughter. Now it's my turn to give you something back. These tickets are not just for a trip. They're for us to step away from the noise, to return to the place where we first dreamed of our future together, and to write the next chapter of our story. And when we're there, under the same sky where I first realized I wanted forever with you, I want us to renew the vows that started it all. Asterisk." His breath hitched as his eyes fell to tickets. 2 seats to Paris, the city where we had once walked hand in hand, young and full of hope. He looked up at me, his face a mix of astonishment and overflowing emotion. His lips parted, but the words faltered. Instead, tears slid down his cheeks as he whispered, "Emily, you're giving me back a dream I thought was long behind us." I brushed the tears from his face, smiling through my own. "No, David, I'm giving us a chance to live it all over again, stronger, deeper, with everything we've built since then." He pulled me close once more, his voice breaking against my ear. "You've given me the best birthday of my life." That night, we sat together in the glow of the fading candles, the scrapbook on one side, the ticket on the other, and our hands clasped tightly between them. Laughter and tears mingled as we dreamed aloud of what was to come. His birthday had become so much more than a celebration. It had become a turning point, a rekindling, a promise. And as I looked at him, smiling through his tears, I knew with certainty this was a night David would never forget, a night that carried our past, our present, and the shimmering promise of all that lay ahead. Thank you so much for watching. If this video touched your heart or inspired you in any way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Beyond the surface,